Perhaps it's very fitting that the skies over Urkapacha are getting dark, because we're finding ourselves in a very, very dark situation this evening. Because for the first time in this expansion, we are taking on an 8-player trial, and we're gonna have to take on this game's version of a primal known as a Thrall Vidral. And this Thrall Vidral, known specifically as Valigarmanda, as we learned, was released from its cage by one of our rivals for the Dawn Servant throne. So now we have to clean up the mess he made. And so in order to do that, we're gonna have to pass through that gate tonight and take him on. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Mathai Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail live here on Twitch. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves ready for this. So as you can see, we do have the trust system in effect here in Dawntrail for trials as well. So all of our party, all of the members of the Scions are here, including Thancred and Oriange, as well as Kona is also over here. And even Saralja has offered to lend a hand, but he's chosen to do so willingly and put his pride aside for a brief moment. So since we have everyone here who has volunteered to fight, even though none of them actually will, well, let's go ahead and get ourselves onto the journey. So, you know, I was doing as many roulettes as I could before I went on air tonight. So it was all in an effort to get my Viper and Pictomancer leveled up, which that has been coming along nicely. I will show that before I start. So as it stands right now, I have got my Viper up to level 90, but I've held it here until I get Pictomancer also up to 90, so it's currently at level 82. Of course though, our main focus is on Dragoon. So, without further ado, we have a big ugly to fight at Worqor Lar Dor. In the lands of Thrall, there's a class of beasts which transcends the limits of the natural order, the Thrall Vidral. The mightiest of these, the feared and fearsome Valigarmanda, caused centuries of suffering until it was at last sealed away in the mountain fastness of Urkapacha by a young Galul Jaja. 80 years later, however, a foolish claimant to the right of succession has seen fit to release the Sky Ruin from its icy prison. If you would spare Thrall's people of a new age of terror, then you must stand with Ruklamat against this flying calamity and its endless elemental fury. And to be here, yeah, obviously you gotta be at least level 93. There's no item level limit, but obviously you want to be here at as high level item level as you can. So, without further ado, we now play the waiting game and see which 7 people will answer my call. And so, yeah, we may have a rainbow as we enter Worqor Lar Dor, but I can assure you, what we're about to confront is anything but pretty. This is Valigarmanda, the first trial of Endwalker Dawntrail. I'm so obsessed with believing that I'm still in Endwalker after all this time. Anyway, this is my party. And we're about to confront this thing. Apparently we have a flight attendant, which I think is very fitting for what we're doing here. And our tank is wasting no time, so let's get right to it. So the battle against Valigarmanda is on. So it starts by staying in the middle. And kind of like what we saw with the Omega version of Midgard Somir. Got situations where Valigarmanda is going to mess with the mechs going inside and outside. But Valigarmanda will always stay on this side of the field. They'll never switch over at any points. So that's not my critical hit button, that's not my life surge. Do. Finding energy is built within Sky Ruin attack. You can see this big bubble appearing. So this is part of Valigarmanda's abilities to control the elements. In this instance, we want to be in the areas where it's glowing because that allows us to float. This is its ability to use thunder. To be honest, this is actually the first time I've seen Valigarmanda open with the thunder element. It typically opens with the ice elements. So anyway, we now gotta get in a situation where we've gotta get down. It's actually a problem if you're in the air. Dodge that. And now we got things going this way. We want to run up to the front. And we dodge that. It's done using thunder. Now we have a stack back and knockback combination. Trying to find just the perfect sweet spot to stand in and not fall off like the tank did. Now it's loading up its next one. Okay, now it looks like it's going to ice. Which it is. So the big thing to worry about here is watching your surroundings, because this slope over here gives you an idea of what we can expect. A rumbling avalanche approaches from the southeast, so you don't want to be in the line of fire of this thing, because if you do, it'll sweep you off the board. And you also don't want to be holding stationary for too long of a time. Got through that, no problem. Now we gotta run over here. Or dodge the next wave. Yeah, if you do get caught somehow, you get entombed in a boulder of ice. Not unlike that what you see with Titan. The biggest thing that Valigarmanda does is yet to come. We do have it past halfway. Now we have to worry about this stuff. We gotta worry about cross-firing. Thankfully there's just enough space for me to fit. Dodge that, we're gone. Still waiting for a rage. Which is right now. So you have this situation now where you have to destroy all of Valigarmanda's feathers while also being in a stack mech at the same time. And you also have to deal with the feigned out AoE as well. Yeah, it's absolutely imperative that you stay with the pack. Because this enrage will accumulate very quickly. Yeah, lots of people have been caught off guard by Valigarmanda enraging too fast for their taste. So, yeah, we got him at 58. Now here's his ultimate. Right at our heads. Bathe in hell. Now he's really mad. Now he's unleashing the fire. And now we're continuously taking burn damage. Get out of the way. It's gonna chase you. Watch out for that while also watching out for this. Yeah, you got fire and so do I there, Valigarmanda. Going up on Sky Rune again. Go. Alright, so that looks like thunder. It is. So now we gotta deal with this. We gotta be in the air while also taking a temporary retreat. Running up over here. And we gotta let these feathers fall. Fortunately, the AoE is not too averse on this. And there is plenty of space for you to be able to get down and be safe. So that you're not getting yourself lightning rodded, as it were. So once this comes and goes, I'll go ahead and unleash them with me. Run over this way. And ready to pull the trigger any moment. Oh! Just took away from me there. Alright, Disaster Zone is when he goes ahead and does his thing, so I will do mine. Unleashing Limit Break. While an AoE, oh, how much am I costing myself? The whole damn thing, because he timed it perfectly. There was no way I could have moved from that. It was perfectly timed by Valigarmanda. I have no regrets though, we're almost at the end. Yeah. You want to play on the snow no more? Well, I hate to break it to you, but regardless of the avalanche that you're bringing, we're about to melt you. There we go. Thus Valigarmanda is defeated. And thus it disappears. Oh, what a fight. Yeah, this is definitely a fight that really gave a lot of people trouble when it started. There were no shortage of wipes against this thing. As you can see, yeah, I did all the heavy lifting for you guys. You don't have to worry, we did it. Yeah, Valigarmanda is now Valigarmanda. Or is it Valigargana? I don't know. Anyway, let's be on our way. And so after our victory... Yeah, breathe it all in and take a deep breath.
We did it. We slew Valigarmanda. A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage. For you, Papa!
All the reason in the world to be happy. Satisfied with the outcome. And who can blame her? Even Kona can crack a smile. If only briefly.
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father.
Really?
The Fidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
Well, that's what extreme mode is for.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
Yeah, you fought well though, even though you weren't actually on the battlefield, or I'm sure you'll surpass him one day. Yeah, let's pop up our promise.
You're right about that. Just need a few more battles like this one under my belt.
Meanwhile, Zoraljah.
The Sky Ruin lies dead. And still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Huh? Well, you didn't actually fight in this, so...
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
Sure.
We did leave him with only Zoraljah for company.
And everyone else has a little chuckle. Alright, Erenville, we did it. Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt. Not that I'm surprised in the least. Zoraljah came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Zoraljah in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. Yeah, that's just his style. Yeah, he wants to save the real victory until the end. That's nothing unusual for Zoraljah. No, it's Bakul Jar Jar that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valigarmanda, it was not only Urqopacha at risk, there would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jar Jar cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. Well, let's hope we can actually accomplish that. So, let's go ahead and take 1 million. I love miscounting. Let's take our 1,034,000 experience points and 4,055 gil as a reward for slaying the Tural Vidral. So that's taken care of now. Let's go ahead and speak with Thancred. And we'll go ahead and speak with him to take on our next level 93 main story quest entitled The Feat of Ice. Thancred would suggest sharing the news of your victory. And I wholeheartedly agree. The Yokoi must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valigarmanda will strike next. I suggest we hurry back and allay their fears. Alpha knows as well, I should think. Yes, you're right. We shouldn't let them worry another moment. And so, off we go. Let's head on back over to Warlord's Echo. Alright. So now that we've returned, hopefully the Yokoi who are affected by Valigarmanda's wrath are doing somewhat better. Yeah, look how we're all standing in line like this. Aside from the twins, we're just facing each other in the back. Alright, Wook. Before we do anything else, we should talk to Squirfler. Agreed. So where is he?
To the temple, then?
Yes.
That won't be necessary. Heroes of the hour.
I guess he's come to greet us himself. Hello there, sir.
Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town, but the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
Oh, really?
A second feat?
The feat of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison.
And yet?
How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
Yeah, I guess we need a replacement feat to do.
What more would we test, Zulmurwar? They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Gulul Jar Jar, then no one is.
That's quite high praise. Yeah, here comes some more of the Okui. Oh, hey there, Zoralia. Yeah, did you leave with your keystone already? I guess not.
Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
And so let's go ahead and claim our reward. With someone so big and strong, I worry whether or not he would crush it in his hands. But I guess his hands are delicate enough that he didn't do that.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
But that's not all.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
Yeah.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokui. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
Yeah, leave it to us. Yeah, our work here is done. Time to move on.
Was never much of a talker, our brother.
Nope.
If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
Ha! I'll consider it. If it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Yeah, because they're the only two willing to continue with the formalities rather than just dismiss them out of hand.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Alright, take your boys with you there, Kona. Oh, who's this?
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
Seems like it. Yeah, we met this guy before.
You... Woklamat, was it not?
Yep.
I doubted you could slay Valigarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph.
Yes, indeed, there, Mr. Doubting Thomas.
Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
Fair enough. Hey there, Bubba. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
That's a good idea.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
Yeah, you should write notes.
The golden dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict. Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
Given that it's located in the Golden City, would any of those silent goddesses be Din, Neriu, or Feror?
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
Guess we're getting warmer.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Worqor shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams, no dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
So there's a forest we gotta look in. Is it Kozama Uka?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there.
Well, at least we have a destination in mind.
Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
Yes, indeed. You've come a long way, sir.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt. Farewell, Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Hey, you never know. But he's taking his leave. And she can just shrug her shoulders. And so there we go. Yeah, maybe some editing was done to make them sound like that. Alright, let's speak with Worqor to complete this quest. I don't think Worqor Lar and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuliolal. But that doesn't mean that they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. Yes, indeed. So, let's go ahead and take our 1,034,000 experience points, 931 gil, plus our quest Aether Currents. And so now that opens up all the new quests in and around Warlord's Echo, which of course will include the 2 Aether Currents. So, once we head on off, in fact, I think we'll start doing these now. We'll start doing these now, and then we'll get them all cleared out, and then if we have time, we'll pick up back here and resume the main story. So, what do you say we start getting some quests checked off?